We've been talking about personas a lot lately, and I know you've been working on a lot of the managed services. Can you walk us through what you're finding out about the managed services persona?
Yeah. I think it's quite interesting because when we think about managed services, and especially for products that we ship that a customer can run themselves, it's super important to remain focused on the why, right? Why would a customer really want to consume a managed service as opposed to running it themselves? The second part of it is what is it that we can do to make that experience a lot better, right? So the personas that we typically think about include reliability engineering, competence on basic OpenShift, cloud native resources. How can we make cost of acquisition lower, cost of people training retention a lot lower? So what we try and do on the managed services side is that make it easier for a customer to consume the product, focus on their part of the business rather than having to invest deeply in integration, and then make it faster, make it easier, make it cheaper for them to get to better outcomes faster, right? That includes stuff like compliance. How can we get a customer workload to a compliant state faster? How can we help in cost management? How can we help with scale out engineering? How can we make sure that content that runs in one cloud also migrates easily to other places and other venues?
You mentioned scale out. What about scale up? What are you doing there?
Yeah, I guess that's a cornerstone of what we call about our hybrid story. Most customers have complex workloads that they need to run at different scale in different ways. Some of it is kube native, some of it is on managed RHEL, some of it is on, could be on-prem, different places. And from a managed services standpoint, we're always cognizant of the fact that a customer will have to scale up and scale out. So multiple clusters, hundreds of clusters, individual clusters that can scale to hundreds of nodes, thousands of nodes, etc. Making sure that we enable the cloud native support pieces, like the networking requirements, storage requirements, state shift, etc. Making sure that all of that just works single click is a very key part of our hybrid story, and we make sure that it works seamlessly for customers.
Nice. I love the seamlessly.
Yeah.
And our customers
One
love
button.
that too. Yeah, one button. KB, a lot of people have already made investments in the management layer and their automation. How are you integrating in what they've already put together?
Yeah, so management, security, automation have been cornerstones on basic criteria that we work pretty hard on. All of our services are API first. We have industry standards. We have integration into most industry standard tools. We partner deeply with people like CrowdStrike, Aqua, with Black Duck to make sure that customers' existing investments are protected. And we really want the managed service experience to be yet another component that just fits into a customer's infrastructure, as opposed to customers having to make significant reinvestment in technologies that they already know, technologies they understand, and technologies that already meet their existing requirements.
That's great. And that's so important. So it's good to hear that you're working on that.
Yeah, I mean, like any other hybrid workloads, anything that enterprises are working on today involves some level of lift and shift. They've made investments in the past they need to bring along. They are curating debt that they need to carry with them. They're making forward-looking investments into the next 5 to 10 years. And we really want to make sure that we can join them for the journey, right? We want our customers to be able to meet their requirements today. And then we want to join them in meeting them where their requirements take them over the next 5 to 8 years, all the way from engineering to management.
So what are you doing to help them to enable their newer innovations? You mentioned what they're going to do in the future.
Yeah, I mean, we work pretty closely with customers. We're talking to them around where they see their future going. We see what scale requirements they need, what sort of location requirements they need to work on, how they're going to do their state management pieces, what scale goals they're trying to look at. But then we also look at stuff like compliance and security, right? What are the emerging standards in that place? Ransomware protection, for example, is a big topic that we need to look at right now. Governance, provenance, license isolation, etc., things that we need to look at. And we're making investments so that we give the customers the ability to hopefully seamlessly manage this for themselves.
I think that's what we all want, right? Helping them get to the results that they want.
Yeah.